Okay, the flavouring that came with it. Doesn't look like whiskey, as opposed to. Looks like piss. Actually, look like wheat piss. The taste, it's okay. It gives it a bit of flavour, but my bit of chili pepper gives it more flavour. My bit of spearmint gives it a nice sweet flavour. Nice like minty flavour. No, the whiskey flavouring and the 100ml bottle makes up 3 litres, or you add to 3 litres of your spirits. But it tastes like caramel. I mean, it does taste like a liqueur, like a caramel drink. Doesn't taste like whiskey. It just tastes a little bit like it's got chili pepper in, with a caramel sweetness to it. So no, that's not a whiskey flavour. Is it worth paying £200 for the kit? No. Is it worth? I mean, it's worth it because you get little bits and pieces that you can experiment with. That's what makes it worthwhile. You get little things like your whiskey flavours in your little gin flavour, and you get those turbo brand name things you can put in. Yeah, they do work, but how much of a difference is there going to be between all these extra products and the stuff you've got to throw away compared to doing it the way that I would do it, which would be to go out and buy half a dozen bags of sugar, some normal yeast for doing baking, give it a couple of weeks to kick over, and then just put the entire lot through the still. I mean, doing it my way, I'm only going to lose half a kilo in sediment. But because I know exactly what goes into that brew, that wash, I can reuse that sediment as a kicker for the next lot. And that'll keep forever if I stick it in the freezer. As opposed to all the chemicals they give you and they tell you have to use turbo products or you cannot use the still. Yeah, bollocks. That's just fucking lying for the sake of it. He's just lying through his teeth to sell his products. And that's what he's doing. When he says you have to use these products to use the still. That's bullshit. First day I got it, I chucked my fucking sedimented old homebrew wine through it and it worked fine. Which I'm still drinking because that's that one in the middle. And the only flavouring I used for that one was a little bit of, squash concentrate from the supermarket. Like 45p for a litre and a half bottle. And you need a couple of tablespoons and it gives it a nice flavour. Like a strong fruit fortified wine. Yeah, to do it their way, you'd have to go and buy your turbo yeast. You'd have to go and buy, bloody hell, that works. You have to buy your turbo yeast. You'd have to go and buy your turbo finings, 2 parts, which is strong enough to actually melt your skin, because it did with my finger. And I got biker hands. My hands are fucking hard wearing, and it actually brought me in a blister for 4 days. Anywho, you then got to use your turbo clear and your other turbo products. Yeah, it's bollocks. It is just adding chemicals, which the ingredients are very, very suspect when they don't tell you what's in them. And that's because these products, as they're not classed as a food, they don't have to go through certain regulations. So they don't actually have all the ingredients on them as to what is actually in them. And it's very fucking suspicious when that happens, especially when it is a food or drink product. I think, it's a nice gimmick. It's a nice toy.